What's going on, everybody? Thought I'd do a little bit of a different video today. Let's talk about 3D printing. Well, mainly just my latest order from 3D printing. So today is May the 16th. I placed an order for all this stuff here on this table. Well, other than that, back over there. All this stuff, the order was placed the last of February, like the 27th, 28th. Normally it takes 2 to 3 weeks to print and then about 10 days to ship. This order took a little over a month to print and then a month and a half in shipping. It left their factory in China on the 24th. Got to my house of March, the 24th of March. Got to my house here in Colorado on the 8th of May. Super frustrating. First time I've ever had that happen. I know some of you are saying, well, why are you using a printer in China? A couple big reasons. I was a big Shapeways fan years ago. Shapeways is a 3D print company based out of New York City. After about the 5th price increase since I had started printing there, I was like a lot of guys, we had to find something better. I was at a toy show, guys were talking about this company out of China. Gave it a try, and wow, is it amazing. It is a better material at a third of the price, maybe even a quarter of the price, and it usually gets to me a lot faster than anything here in the US. I'm sorry, it's economics, guys. It is hard for me. Well, let's take my Rake Kit. So you got your rake, the rake wheels, and then wheels and tires. I think I sell the kits for like 40 bucks, something like that. I don't know where my list sheet is, price sheet. If I was to do that in Shapeways, it would be a much rougher material. It almost looks like you'd have to sand it because it's so gritty. And I would have to charge double, easily double. When it comes to printing in China, the biggest cost you got to recoup is shipping. That used to be Shapeways' big deal. Hey, it was $5 to ship. Now they added the speed of printing. So if you don't mind it taking a little over a month, they won't upcharge you. But if you want it to take like 2 weeks, it'll cost you double. If you want it next week, it'll cost you triple. So it's just one of those things, guys. There's a reason a lot of us are printing in China. So let's get to what I printed. So I've got a lot of rakes because I sold out twice this last winter. So I wanted to have a stockpile on hand. Stingers. I've been selling a lot of stingers, both as kits and finished models. I had 10. I'm already down to 5 because a guy had been waiting on those for 2 months. That big opening there, I had floats, and I do not have one anywhere around because I am sold out. He took all 10 that I ordered. A lot of rakes. I already said that. A lot of wheels and tires. As you can see, I got a couple that got printed backwards, white wheels with black tires. That is one downside to dealing with China. Their customer service is lacking, to say the least. But then over here, I got Silage Trailers. So I got my 38-foot JBS I've been printing forever. 34-foot JBS. This is a new model that I'm working on. It is a truck mount. I believe it is 24-foot chain floor. These guys here are chains for the trailers. If you look, you can see individual chain links in there. It's nice detail. So those you just split because there's 2 sets there, and then they just lay in the bottom of the trailer. Again, for some reason I got all those orders of 34-footers, no 24s and no 38s. Whatever. Now I got a whole bunch of 34s. The coolest thing I've got coming right now, 3D printed screen for my silage extensions. Those are sharp. I'm loving that because that was a pain to hand cut the little metal screen that I used on those. As you can see, the holes on those are actually going the wrong way. But because it is such small holes, that one's not bad. Oh, there's the bad one. Look at all those that are plugged off. Hopefully the camera picks up. A lot of them plugged off, so that's kind of frustrating, but that is still better than I could do with the metal. And then coming over here, my only new model I'm currently working on, just because it's taken so long, and it's just kind of a busy winter. This is an old school Heston 8400 swather. So here's the pieces, the head, there's the reel, needs some work obviously. The cab, first time printing cab glass, looks great. I need to separate the pieces so I can get rid of those studs in there because those look like crap. But now that I've got that getting figured out, I'm probably going to wind up getting my Stinger cab fixed so that way it'll have real windows in it as well. And then maybe even my loader. But yeah, so there's kind of my latest 3D print happenings. Hoping to get adjustments made on the swather, get a new one coming this summer during haying season. I've got a neighbor that has a Heston, it's either a 60A or a 60B stackhand, loafer, whatever you want to call them. I want to get that because I want to 3D print that, get all the movement in those because that's what I grew up haying on. I learned to swath on a Heston 8400. I learned to put up hay on a Heston 60A. So, yeah, there's what I got going now. Catch you guys next week.